Hey everybody, it's Gamer Gramps here. Today we are continuing our restarted playthrough of the DD game we're doing with Ethiopia, playing a religious science strategy. We just finished our ancient era and we managed to get ourselves a golden era to start the classical age, so that's a nice way to go. We're going to be able to do lots of fun stuff with our faith here and get out a bunch of builders and settlers, not to mention continuing our war with the hated Arabians. So if that sounds like it might be something you want to watch, then definitely stick around. If you want to get good at Civ 6, then subscribe and click the bell to keep up with this channel. Alright, so let's just jump back into the swing of things here. We're going to be taking the Monumentality Golden Age for our +2 movement for all builders, which is great for doing chops and getting your builders around throughout your empire. But then also, especially because we're playing as Ethiopian to have a big faith economy, and well, it's not so big right now, but it will definitely be growing throughout the era here. We're going to be able to purchase builders and settlers with faith, as well as having a 30% discount to purchase those builders and settlers with faith and gold. Oh, and also, sorry, we can also buy traders, I forgot to mention, but we're going to go ahead and do that. Edwin says, I got to add the Discord, I forgot to add that. Yeah, I can quickly throw you a link here in chat if you want. There you go, Edwin, there's a link in chat there. Hey, Thought Caesar's back. Sarander says for 15 years now, the same gaming name. Nice. I was the same gaming name forever too, until Gamer Gramps happened. And then, so for the last 2 years, I've been Gamer Gramps. But prior to that, it was, oh, I gotta think now, it's been so while. Oh, Lester. That's right, it was Lester. I'll tell you a story about that in a minute. It's based on StarCraft, basically. Everybody always thinks, oh, Lester the Molester, but that's not it. And Edwin says, perfect, thanks. Yeah, no problem at all, Edwin. Happy to do it, man. All right. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to basically let him come forward with his warrior, and we'll attack with all of our archers next turn. So we're going to pop this one over here. We're going to pop this one back one tile. And we're going to pop this one here. So now he can't attack us this turn. However, he's going to move forward towards us, either here or there. And then we will attack him with all 3 archers in just a minute. Meanwhile, ... we got 6 turns until the settler comes out, but we do have faith now. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to... Hold on, what was Taruga's, because that's, or Bologna's thing, created Eureka for the wheel? Okay, never mind. So we'll go ahead and grab another builder with our faith here. And then we'll figure it out from there. In the meantime, I'd like to get some gold and buy that tile in a perfect world. So let's go ahead and talk to her. She doesn't have very much at the moment, but we'll take what she does have. Let's check with Gorgo. She'll probably take that. Throw in open borders for good luck. Let's see how much we're looking for. Actually, you know what? Oops, I misclicked. What did I do? There we go. We'll wait until we get political philosophy before we do anything, because we'll switch into the land surveyor's policy card and get a discount on buying the tiles. Caesar says, back despite popular demand, but I'm gonna give the people what they want and take off to run some errands. Kick names, take ass, and I'll catch you in an hour or two. Sounds good, Thought Caesar. We'll be here, man. I'm planning to stream until I go to watch football later, and I'm actually gonna be having beers too before football starts while I'm still on stream, because I want to get good and buzzed before the kickoff. But yeah, sounds good, man. I'll see you in a bit. Squander says, hey, my gaming name is the same on everything except YouTube, laugh aloud, and only because it's hooked up through my email. What's the, like, are you, like, do you go on my YouTube channel at all, Squander? Or, like, would I recognize your name if you told it to me? Canadian says, I had the same nickname until I moved to Canada, and then I changed from Casman to Canadian, and yeah, I'm an imaginative guy. Sarander says, you can change username on YouTube. Yes, you can change usernames on YouTube. They don't have to be tied to your email. Otherwise, well, actually, never mind. I have Gamer Gramps as an email now, but yeah, you don't have to have your name related anything to do with your email on YouTube if you don't want to. And you can change it multiple times too. All right, with our builder here, We do not even have irrigation, so I actually can't get this tile online, even though I wanted to. How many turns would it be? We haven't even built a farm yet, so I think that's actually what we'll go do, is we'll get this builder to head over there. Let's get a mine on our way over, because we could use some more production in the capital, and then I'll use the last charge over there on that wheat resource to get the boost for astrology. Sure, we will take your delegation.
Trust me, it's gonna be legendary.
So unfortunately he chose the wrong tile, because now this guy can't hit him. But that's fine, it's not the end of the world. It just means our actual vampire is going to have a chance to kill him now. Not kill him, but absorb his life force. So what we'll do is we'll hammer him here and there as well. We'll come onto this over here on this tile with them. Meanwhile, this builder, we are going to be... Oh, we should be placing that government plaza down now. I should have already done that. So let's do that here before I forget. So we locked in the price of that. Now it doesn't matter if our population does go under 4 because the government plaza is already locked down. Meanwhile, though, this builder is just going to hang out. Let's actually also think about where I want to place some wonders, because we want the Oracle, we want Forbidden City. Forbidden City has to be on a flat tile. So let's go Forbidden City here. Let's go Patala Palace, oops, here, because this is no longer our campus now that we have that option. So we'll go Patala Palace here. If I could frickin' find it. There we go. And then I guess, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So this could be this city's theater square. So then we could go, it's gonna be such a shitty industrial zone. When we take that city, we'll go for an aqueduct here. We can't get a dam on this river because there's no floodplain, so it's gonna be a pretty crappy industrial zone. But we'll go industrial zone here and there, and then do this as the Ruhr Valley, and then we'll do this as the Oracle, and then do this as our theater square, and do this as an entertainment complex. And then we need to save a flat tile for our spaceport, so that will be our spaceport. But I think that is a good plan so far, right? We've got campus, theater square, industrial, entertainment. Yeah, that's all good stuff. And then we'll have to figure out, we'll also need an encampment. So hold on, this, yeah, so it doesn't matter that, I don't want to override that hill. So we'll go encampment over here because it really doesn't matter. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it does matter. I can put it here. Oh no, we could do Kilwa in the capital. What am I talking about? Fuck. Yeah. This will be Kilwa. If I could find it. Yeah, okay, so that'll be Kilwa. And then, yeah, and then it doesn't matter. So this will be the encampment. And then this can be a rock-hewn church. This can be a rock-hewn church for now, so I'll actually... Well, I won't pin it. I'll leave it pinned as that. But yeah, so let's go here and grab a rock-hewn church. Oh, do we not have drama and poetry? Oh, no, we don't. So I won't be getting a rock-hewn church here. But anyways, considering that we're not placing that entertainment complex for a long time, we'll go ahead and get a mine there. Edwin says, I'm like half watching this and half building a wall. Half building a wall? What do you mean? Like building a wall in Civilization, like playing as China? Or building a wall like listening to this on your phone or something and you're like, oh, actually literally building a wall? Sarander asks, do wonder prices rise too, like districts? No, they don't. Wonder prices are always locked in, so you can always go ahead and take a look here. If you just check like whether it's the science tree or the culture tree that you go in, they always have a set price. So if, oh, never mind, you have to right click on them to pull it up in the Civilopedia, but it'll tell you, oh yeah, right here. Base cost 400 production. They never changed from that. But meanwhile, what did I do? We were going for currency because we want to get to apprenticeship. Yeah, that's right. All right. Edwin says, no, framing the wall at work. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you're actually like listening with headphones or something and working. Okay, so meanwhile, because that builder went there and built the wall, this guy can just head straight over here. We'll actually we'll improve 2 tiles over here in Harar just to help them grow that much better. Or that much faster, rather. You know what, I'll probably buy that tile and get that honey up online and then improve that tile. Oh, never mind, we'll need to chop that. So, I'd rather get the farm online than that. So, let's go there first, yeah. Actually, I keep flip-flopping. You're going to go there, and this builder can go here. Because we'll just buy another builder here in the capital in, I think, right now, actually, or next turn right now. See how nice it is to have a monumentality golden age? All right. So they retreated. That's fine. We'll let them go for now. We're gonna. Ooh, okay. So they actually have archers now in their city, and they're building Machu Picchu for us. So that's very, very nice of them. So what we are going to do is we're actually going to use this builder as bait, and we are going to lure that archer out. So we'll be taking a hit on this archer this turn, but that's fine because we have the promotion. We'll survive it, no problem. So what we will do is get all of our archers into position. I am going to kill him. I'm not going to worry about our vampire absorbing his life. It's always better to just take off enemy units off the screen by killing them. Try your best to get your vampire adjacent to them, but don't leave something alive just for your vampire. Like, it's always better, especially on DD difficulty, to just kill your units. Ooh, nice. Look at, they're even giving us a settler. All right. So what we are going to do is take a look here, and we're going to take her 40 gold to start with. And we're going to talk to Gorgo, and let's get as much of her money as we can. All right, so let's start with that. Now that we've unlocked our new government, but we're not actually going to switch governments yet because we're going to use the trick where we can actually change policy cards twice in the same turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of colonization, and we're going to slot in the land surveyor's policy card for the 20% discount to purchasing tiles. So we confirm that we now have the discount on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take advantage of that discount, and we're going to buy the tile. We're expanding there naturally, and I'm not really worried about it. Actually, that would be a big boost for our culture. If you're enjoying the video, do me a favor and smash the like button. It really helps small channels like mine grow and get discovered. Better yet, leave a comment while you're at it. Interacting with my community is hands down my favorite part of this whole YouTube experience, and I do my best to respond to each and every one. And by this time, at least I hope it should go without saying that I'm more than happy to answer any questions you might have, so leave them in the comments down below, or jump over to our community Discord server and get a hold of me there. Yeah, we can worry about that hill if we get to Petra like we're planning on. So I'll actually buy that tile and then buy that tile. Now we still have $74 left. So let's also buy this tile to get the honey online. And that's plenty of purchasing. Now that we're all tapped out on the gold situation, we will come here and go back up to our government. And now we're going to go to change governments, and we're going to change to our government, the autocracy. And we're going to confirm that. So we get a little bit of era score, and then we're going to go ahead here and our civic, we're going to grab mysticism next, and then drama and poetry, because we want to head straight to theology in order to get the scripture policy card, in order to get plus 100% holy site adjacency bonuses. That's very important in this strategy. And now we can go ahead and change our policy slots at the end of the turn here, and that way we don't get stuck having the land surveyor's policy card in and we still got to use it. So we're going to go ahead here and take Diplomatic League like we talked about in order to get that extra envoy once we research Oh, actually, never mind. I take that back. Or hold on. Yeah, it's better to put it in now so that I can use it when we get, in 2 turns when we get mysticism, and then switch it out that same turn so we don't have to keep it in for longer than 2 turns, because it'll take us longer than 2 turns to get to our next civic before we can switch again. So that way we're keeping the crappy policy card in for as little time as possible. In the meantime, we still got 3 turns left on that settler. So in the meantime, I am going to actually put the colonization policy card back in just to help them get that done a little bit quicker. And we'll keep conscription in so we can save money. And then we still have to get some warriors out. So let's go ahead and put on a Gauge. Or actually, you know what? If we promoted Magnus one more time, we could chop out swordsmen if we get iron. That is actually probably a better bet. But either way, we're not dealing with barbarians, so that's the way we're going to go. We'll leave a Gauge in there. Oh, actually, I forgot that we need to activate our scouts. So let's actually put survey in, because we're not building units right now anyway. So speaking of which, oh yeah, our scout down there died. Where's the other one? Over by Sweden here. Yeah, so we want to activate the scout. I think there's a barbarian camp up here, but it looks like Sweden's actually dealing with it, so we should be able to go through there without too much difficulty. And timed out nice, that colonization policy card switch means we got 2 turns left until we get our settler. Edwin says, I'm sure this has been asked before, but where do I get the mod that does that trading? I hate the normal, such a pain to do money. Oh, I know. That's like my favorite thing about the mod. The mod is called CQU, or never mind. It's not called CQUI. The mod is called Concise UI. It does a whole bunch of things. If you want to learn more about what it does, I'll actually put a link in chat to a video where I go over all the different features on the mods that I use and like why I like them and whatnot. But otherwise, you can just search for it. It's called Concise UI. Just search for it on Steam and you'll get it. But there you go, Edwin. It's there in chat for you if you want it. All right. Okay, so we're gonna move our vampire closer here because we want to get kills with him, and we're gonna be moving our builder to right here because we're gonna be luring their archer out of their capital city with our builder. But in the meantime, they did come out of. They have another warrior here that we're going to have to deal with. So we'll pull back our archer so we can heal up from that shot from them. And then meanwhile, we're going to hit with this archer first because it's double promoted and we'll do more damage, which means this archer will deal the most damage that he can once we attack with him too. They probably should try and run away with that warrior now that they're damaged so much. Alright, now that our builder is here, we're not going to wait or anything like that. We're going to go ahead and chop that forest into our holy site. So let's go ahead and do that now. There you go, plus 6 holy site. Not too shabby at all, if I do say so myself. Just wanted to take a sec to let you know I'm now an official partner of Fanatical Games. They're a great company that you can buy 100% guaranteed official game keys from, which is great because you purchase a Steam key so you don't have to worry about using a different installer like Epic Games or EA's Origin. You can find links in the description down below for both the Windows and Mac versions of the games I usually cover on the channel. But if you're buying anything else, just leave a comment below and I can give you a link for any game you're looking to buy. Believe it or not, they have deals on regularly that are even cheaper than purchasing directly from Steam itself. A perfect example of this is the New Frontier Pass for Civ 6. I literally bought it directly from Steam yesterday when it was launched, only to find out that it's on sale for 12% cheaper at Fanatical for the next 6 days. So before grabbing your next game, consider checking out fanatical.com to help yourself and help support me at the same time. But we'll get started on that. I'm actually going to make... I'll unlock that tile. And meanwhile, this guy has 1 build left. And you have what? 2, and you're going to do that and that. Yeah, we'll come back here with this guy. So because we have 4 chops to do anyway. So we'll get him to go to the Oracle. Alright, nice. So what we are going to do now is they've indulged us by coming forward with their warrior. I thought they would have retreated him to safety, but instead we're going to go ahead and get... we're going to end up getting another combat strength on Regis, our vampire here. So in the meantime, here we are going to attack with this archer this time because he doesn't have a promotion yet, so we want him to get experience fast. And there you go, we earned his promotion. And then meanwhile, we will deal with that horseman next turn with all 3 of our archers. Alright, so there is a barbarian camp here. We're gonna move up here. Ooh, Mohendaro's in the game, nice. And their quest is train a quadrine. Well, that's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. Never mind, we won't be able to snipe the barb camp there because they'll be finishing it next turn, but it was worth a thought. Somebody built Apadana, no surprise, we're on DD difficulty, it goes pretty quickly. Ooh, we met the Khmer though, that's nice. Let's go ahead and send them a delegation when it gets back to our turn. Okay, we got mysticism there. Let's send that delegation before I forget again. Let's also pay for open borders because that starts increasing your Oh, I wouldn't have done that if I didn't click so fast because I didn't realize we had such low gold. 1 gold per turn. It's definitely not worth it. I wouldn't have done that. It was definitely a mistake. Starnder says, speaking of trading, if you sent a trade route from one of your cities to another of your cities, which city will get the bigger income, the destination city or the starting city? There's no income at all generated from internal trade routes. It's only for food and production. And the only city that it actually helps out, as far as I'm aware of anyway, is the city that you send it from. So generally speaking, if you're going to send a trader between cities, unless you're trying to like send all your traders from one city to help build wonders faster, you want to send, if you're doing internal trade routes, you want to send your trade routes to send the trader to the smaller city and head back to the biggest city that's going to give you the most food and most production. And also the gold, there can be gold on internal trade routes, but that's only if the destination city has a commercial hub or a harbor, which adds gold. Because in case you don't know, all of your trade routes are modified based on the districts that are at the city you're sending the trade route to. That's why sometimes you'll notice there's like there's different yields when you send a trade route to a foreign city. It's based on the districts that they have at the city you're sending the trader to. Ooh, that is nasty. They took suzerain of Taruga, so now we're gonna have 5 warriors at least that we have to deal with, which is fine. It's not the end of the world by any means. Let's definitely get this settler headed out over here. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Great People situation again. Yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and run Holy Site prayers here. Meanwhile, Magnus is established, so we can do chops in the city as well. And we want to change our policy cards, so let's send that delegation to... Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, we don't have any in Bologna. It says 2, but that's just from Amani being established. So we're going to go ahead and send the envoy there, and we'll take suzerainship of her. Alright, and now meanwhile we can switch our policy cards. So we're going to ditch colonization, ditch diplomatic league. We'll put in revelation for great profit points, and we're going to put in the Corvée policy card because we're going to start chopping into the wonders here as well. Conscription is good, survey is still good. I'd like to get another scout out some point in the near future, but for now that's as good as she's going to get. And then meanwhile, we're heading into drama and poetry next. We've researched currency to the point where as soon as we get a trader, that will finish it. So we're going to switch out of that now. Let's actually put some turns into irrigation so that once we build that farm, I guess it will be in like a couple turns or whatever, that will get the Eureka for that as well. Oh, sorry, Sandra. Yeah, so the yields, again, it's based on The yields in internal trade routes are based on population size, also impacts it, but mostly they're more affected by the districts that you have in the it's not the origin city, sorry, in the destination city. So like when if you look, like if you pull up here industrial zone, you pull up industrial zone is a good example. If you, and this is the same is for any district in the game, if you pull them up in the Civilopedia, it will tell you, if you scroll down here, right here, there you go. So trade yields, having an industrial zone gives you +1 production on domestic trade routes and +1 production on internal trade or international trade routes as well. And so the same goes for all the other districts. Like if you pull them up, they'll have their own modifiers, like commercial hubs, etc. give gold, Theater Square's culture, onward and forward. If that makes more sense, Sonder. Alright, meanwhile, I think we just hang out and fortify with our warrior and let the douche come towards us. In the meantime... Oh, I changed map options. Hold on. Show flag use. Yeah, there we go. Alright, meanwhile here... The builder's going to move there. I'm going to pull back here, and we'll actually let them go settle wherever they want to settle, and then we'll just conquer that city in a minute, and then we're going to hang out here. So what we're planning to do, like the idea that we're trying to do, is this archer here now sees our builder is right there, and so we want him to come out of the capital in order to capture our builder, where we're going to ambush him with all of our archers. But that's the plan. They don't always fall for it, but they do fall for it quite a bit. So we'll see whether that happens or not. In the meantime, I'm going to put that scout on auto explore next turn. And for now, we'll just hang out with those archers. Alright, so he's happy with us, which is good news. Oh, she's pissy. She just got a different thing from us. So actually what I'll do is let's take a look at great people again. How many have gone? All right, so actually, nice. Arabia already founded a religion, which is perfect. So now that means we have 4 more religions, because Khmer has one too. So there's 4 possible religions that we can grab. So Arabia doesn't matter. So an unmet player is 34 out of 60. Another one is 23. Another one is 23. And the Khmer is 20, which they don't count. And then there's another one that's 20. Alright, so there's 4 that are at 20-ish, and we're only at 16, earning 3 great points per turn. So we definitely are going to need our Holy Site prayers there. In the meantime, that's fine. And worst comes to worst, we can actually either buy the Great Prophet, like the final points with faith if the other ones start getting close, or we can actually chop out a Holy Site prayer, which will also do the same thing, and just use a builder charge instead. But now we'll get that honey up online, so let's declare the friendship with the Khmer before I forget. And now let's also, now that we're friends with him, he should offer us a lot of money, which he is. So, I still can't believe I gave him a fucking gold per turn. Well, at least we came out ahead by 19 on the deal. But that was definitely a mistake on my part. I would have never paid for his open borders for 1 gold per turn. I doubt she'll do it, but let's see if she'll declare friendship. Yeah, didn't think so. Meanwhile, what we're going to do is we're going to send a trade route to her to increase our relationships even more. And I'll actually give her $20. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, we'll gift you $20, lady. Actually, we'll gift you $50. There you go. We'll gift you $54. So we're going to gift her $54. This is going to increase our relationship. So you can see here, now we're getting +3 because we sent favorable trade deals to her. And now we're going to go back, and because she values our diplomatic favor so much, we're going to take as much of her gold as we can. So essentially, There, we get 161 back. So essentially, we traded it for like 100. We traded our Diplofator for 110 gold, and then got some relationship with her for the rest. See, perfect. Our trick worked. The archer came out. Unfortunately, they do have another archer in the city, though. So that's fine. We're gonna kill this one off in one turn. Or wait, are we? We're gonna try to anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna hit him. We'll move here. Hit him with the 2 double promoted one first. And then hit him again with the single promoted one. And we killed him. So next turn, this archer will probably come out to the same spot, and we'll rinse and repeat. So our builder here is just a meat shield and a completely bait. So we'll go ahead and turn that scout onto automated exploration. We'll take the 25 bucks from their delegation. All right, so they captured our builder there, which is just fine. It's not the end of the world by any means. Now let's go ahead and we're going to hit the warrior here. There, we'll finish him off with our warrior. And then here, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and hit them with this unit first, because we want it to get more experience. It's almost at 3 promotions. So we'll delete that unit, and then we'll take our builder back with our vampire. And they actually moved they moved the archer out of the city. I'm guessing it's on their holy site right now. But in the meantime, though, our other archers here will stay here, because next turn we'll move our vampire off of the tile and just leave the builder there vulnerable again. And we'll do the same process. In the meantime, though, we are ready to chop into the Oracle. So you can see here, 22 turns on the Oracle. We're going to chop the tile. And now it's only 17. So we'll go ahead and place that down. Lock that bad boy in. Next turn, we'll be able to get another builder with our faith. However, I actually might save it and buy a trader with our faith instead, so we can improve our relationship with Christina, because ideally I would like to declare that friendship with her that I was talking about. But yeah, meanwhile here we're going to go and improve. Oh wait, hold on. Was that tile improved? Yeah, this tile is actually better. So we'll improve this tile because it has +1 production on it, while that one only has +3 food. So that's why we're going to do this one instead of the one we were planning on. Nice, we met Benicia. Let's exchange information and send her a delegation. And let's pay for open borders. We do have bulk gold, so she'll only ask for bulk gold, which is good. Oh, we also have that honey that I forgot to look to see, shop around and see who's going to give us the most money for it. So she'll do 5 and 10. Khmer will do 4. Gorgo will do 4. Christina has it. All right, so Phoenicia was the best. So we'll actually just take bulk gold instead, though, because we have things we want to do with it. So let's go ahead and do that now. Spadler says, how do you know when to hold on to luxuries for happiness versus when to sell them? Basically, the way luxuries work is that you don't need to keep them, because your cities don't even need amenities, because they have, like, your capital city, for instance, has the palace in it, which gives an amenity and stuff like that. So your cities don't even need amenities really until like 4 or 5. What you want to do before you sell off your thing is take a look into your cities map here in the top right corner. So you go to reports and then go to cities. Mine will look a little bit different than yours because I have a mod that affects my reports, but it'll be very similar to this. So your cities will be listed here, and then what you do is you look for their happiness. And so we're content in the capital. This city is displeased. but that's because of the amenities changes recently. So technically I should get them an amenity soon, but I'm not that worried about it in the early game. Basically, when my cities start reaching like 5 and 6 population, I'll start holding on to my first amenity and then just selling it. But in the early game, you're much better off, in my opinion anyway, to just go ahead and sell them, because you can do more things with the bulk gold you get from them. Like, for instance, instead of getting that trader with faith, I'm actually going to buy it with gold. And so what I'm going to do is buy it here. Oh, and I forgot to unlock these tiles. Yeah, see, they're working the wrong tiles because they want the culture. I don't want the culture. I want them to work on production tiles. However, I don't even think they have any better production tiles. So right now, that's all we got to work with. All right, so that's fine. They moved the archer back into the capital, which doesn't matter. It's actually what we want, except for the fact that they also moved a warrior here, which they're going to use to take the builder. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to move the builder onto this tile here, because that way that warrior cannot reach the builder in the same turn. We're going to move the vampire over one tile. We're going to move this archer over one tile, because that way all 3 of our archers can hit this tile on the following turn, like if they move out with the builder. And then meanwhile here, we're going to try and at least kill the horsemen, or put enough damage on them that they want to run away. So again, we're starting with this archer first because he has the 2 promotions and deals the most damage, and then we'll hit him with that one. And then here, oh, I forgot to switch out of irrigation. Shit. So what we'll do instead, since that was my bad, we're gonna head down there and we'll go ahead and buy them this tile here in just 1 second. Let's go and trade some Diplo favor to Christina and get some extra cash. Oh, we need 105. Oh, we need 3 more figures. Let's go back to Gorgo, because domination civilizations will pay more for your strategic resources, and on top of that, they actually use their strategic resources more often because they get more units with them. So it's always best to check domination civilizations first, in my opinion. And we'll trade all of our horses to Gorgo. Confirm. All right. And now that that's done, it's really a shame about irrigation, to be completely honest. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it really is. Meanwhile, I think we're going to actually hard research bronze working so that we can get iron revealed on the map, because the Bologna has a trigger, the Eureka for the wheel, which means that as soon as we trigger that, we'll naturally have 3 envoys there, and then we can move Amani to a different city-state and take suzerain of them easier that way, and still stay suzerain of Bologna. Alright, so meanwhile in the capital, we're going to go right back to working on those holy site prayers. We're going to buy a builder. Oops. Buy a builder there, and here we are. Oh, wait, what was it going to do? Oh yeah, buy them the tile, that's right. So we're going to buy them that tile over there, and we'll get the builder to head over there and build a mine on that tile next turn, or the turn after, depending on how long it takes them to travel. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the great people again. Alright, so still only 2 religions have gone. Those other cities are getting closer though. Like, I'm assuming they're in golden ages. So Phoenicia's one of them. So we're at 22, Phoenicia's at 33 in second place, and there's others that are close behind. Our holy site prayers will help us with that. And then now I think I'm going to save our faith, because we might need it to buy the great prophet if it comes down to it. Here we're going to send it to Sweden. We're picking Helsingborg, because it has the shortest completion route. Like you can see 22 compared to 28 and 40. So we're gonna pick that one because I don't care. The only reason I'm sending her to that trade route is because I want to improve our relationship with her. Like you can see now, we're getting +3 for the delegation, +3 for the favorable trades, +3 for open borders, and next turn we'll have another +3 for the trade route, which will put us at positive 12 modifiers. Which is still going to be hard to overcome, but we can give them more gold and increase the amount of that we're getting for favorable trade deals, because the more favorable trade deals you do, the more that modifier goes up. Sarander says, oh, can you also explain how to build a dam? I don't really understand it by the explanation. Yeah, for sure. So I can't do one there, but here we go. We're planning it here. So basically, it's super easy once you know. Once you know it, it's very easy to figure it out. But I agree that this the Civilopedia is a little bit tricky the way they have it worded. So obviously, we have five. Fucking, this is a bad example because there's 5 parts of the tile are touching it. I'll try and find a better one. These are all like perfect mines or dam spots here, actually. Okay, here we go. This is a spot here. So basically, it's easiest when you're planning until you get really used to it, or you have like a perfect spot like that that's like unarguable. But essentially, it has to be built on a floodplain. All right, so any of these tiles here. And then other than that, the only other requirement is that whatever tile you decide to place it on has to have 2 edges of its tile. So you can see here, this tile has a river edge here and a river edge there touching it. It actually has more down there, but let's just pretend it doesn't. So yeah, it just needs a minimum of 2 parts of it touching the river. So like we can build one here, we can build one there. This one would not work because it only has 1 part touching the river. And then this one would work because obviously it has 5. But again, this one would work, same thing. This one, same thing, because there's 3. And this one would not work here because it only has 1 edge of the tile is touching the river. So that would not work for a dam. That's why we have our aqueduct placed there. But I hope that explains it a little better for you, Sarander. Let me know if it doesn't, as I can always elaborate further. Anybody who watches me know I like to talk. Anywho. Alright, so we killed that other barbarian. We're just going to pull back onto the hill. Because remember, we're Ethiopia. We have combat bonuses on the hill. So we're just going to hang out there and we'll fortify next turn and allow him to hit himself into us. But meanwhile, let's hit next turn here and see what happens. Oh. Alright, so it doesn't look like we're going to be able to declare friendship with Ethiopia, but perfect. So that horseman, we injured it enough that it retreated to go heal up, and they moved out of their city with their archer to get our exposed builder, which means we get to have party time with their archer. Meanwhile, both of these archers have 2 promotions. However, this one is not at full health, so he won't deal full damage. So we're going to start with the full health double promoted one and hit him there. Then we're going to rotate to the full health single promoted unit, and we finished him off there. And then meanwhile, now this guy with this archer here will go ahead and smash on the warrior there. And then we'll take the builder back with our vampire, which is fine. They are going to kill our vampire with that warrior next turn, most likely. But again, we'll just rinse and repeat with our units. But we'll actually, now that there's no archers in the city, we're actually going to move forward with our archers and start attacking the city. And we'll be bringing our vampire back and our warrior as well. Meanwhile, let's check religions. Okay, so 3 religions have gone now. We're at 25. Venetia's at 38. And Amat player's at 36. Mur already has one, and an Amat player's at 32. We're at 25. I believe we finish it next. Oh, no, not even close. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to chop yeah, we will chop out one tile into the holy site prayers. We'll wait till they finish to do that, but we will end up chopping it most likely, depending on how many great profit points we get when we complete that. Like, there is a way to figure it, and I do know the formula, but I don't want to deal with it right now, so we'll just play it by ear kind of thing. Meanwhile, oh, I just realized that's a warrior. After I already moved over here. Okay, so let's see how much cash we can get from Christina. We'll grab as much of it as possible. We are still nowhere near where we need to be. I want to get 160 to buy a builder or buy a warrior over here. Meanwhile, here we're going to chop this into the holy site. Or not the holy... Oops. We're going to chop it into the oracle, rather. And now we'll switch back to the holy site prayer, because that way their turn of production will go into the holy site prayer. And here we're just going to fortify and let him come after us, because again we have that +4 combat strength bonus on the tile. Plus we're pretty close to getting a promotion, so we should be able to use that and heal back up fairly quickly. Alright, so we knew that builder was getting captured. Nothing we could really do about it at the time, because after I didn't see that it didn't register that the warrior was there until after I'd already used our movement point, so that's okay. We'll go ahead and hit up Christina for some more money. And let's hit up Gorgo as well. And I think, because Christina's so broke, we'll actually trade our diplomatic favor as well, just to try and get as much as we can. Alright, so that puts us at 132. So next turn we'll be able to get a warrior. I'm assuming that they're going to head back this way anyway, so I'm not really too worried about it. However, I am a little bit concerned now that they've got the horsemen there, because they're going to pillage our holy site, and then we won't be able to make those holy site prayers. So I'm actually going to come here and risk our warrior dying. I will happily sacrifice that warrior in order to get our religion, and in the meantime, we're going to pull our vampire back. We'll hit the slinger with the double upgraded one, then the single upgraded one that should kill it, and that frees us up to actually move forward with our archer here and come into to play, so hopefully we'll be able to deal with those units fairly quickly. Meanwhile, let's switch out of drama and poetry. I should have done that last turn. Let's definitely go for military training here in order to get the flanking and support bonuses. I think that's important, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Sorinder, sorry, I didn't see your comment now. Sorinder says switch drama and poetry, question mark. I should have done it, and I just spaced out. That was definitely my fault, and I didn't see your comment, so I appreciate the effort. Holy fuck, is it really 2:53? I've already been at this for over an hour. Time flies when you're having fun. Hey, Lurks is back. Thanks for popping in again, and I appreciate it. You live up to every bit of your screen name, man, but hey, I'm glad you're enjoying the content enough to keep coming back. I appreciate it. All right, let's take another look at the profit situation. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so still only 3 have gone, because they also buy great profit, so that's why I'm checking it every turn. I know it might seem redundant, but I am not losing that, so that's fine. What we're gonna do is we'll chop this into the oracle as well, and then the following turn, well, actually the turn after that, I guess it would be, we'll finish the holy site prayers, and then we'll either chop another holy site prayer or buy it with faith, depending on how much it costs. But so we'll switch into the oracle. We will chop that into the oracle. And now go immediately back to that holy site prayers. And also let's make sure I don't have anybody locked in on a tile that's not needed. Is this not a 2-2 tile? No, it's a 2-1 tile because it's flat. Okay. All right. Oops. All right. Yeah, don't care. Okay, so now though, actually, yeah, we'll leave the builder there anyways to lure. They might come out with the warrior because if they leave with the warrior, the combat strength on the city will actually go down, which will make it easier for us to take. So we'll just leave the warrior there, or the builder there again. Nice, nice. All right. I know it doesn't seem like I should be like, nice, nice, that our freaking double promoted archer almost died. But it really is because they didn't pillage our holy site, and that's really what I'm actually worried about. Meanwhile, though, we'll fortify our warrior here. Actually, no, we won't. We'll bring the warrior here so that the zone of control will help limit that. Unfortunately, he's probably going to kill the archer anyway. And they're not leaving with their warrior, so we'll actually bring our builder over here now to try and lure the horseman to go after the builder rather than our archer to give him a more tempting target. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and move our vampire here. And now we're going to move in closer with our archers so that we can actually, if they do kill it, we'll hit them with these two archers. And we'll move over here as well so that no matter where he goes, we should be able to hit them. We'll move here and skip turn until next turn. Pretty sure. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're still good. We're still good. So Phoenicia's the closest at 48. We're at 31, but we're going to get a bunch of points next turn, and then I probably will chop that into... Nice!
I'm also interested in...
All right. Beauty. Beauty. Beauty, 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 beauty. Beautiful. Okay, so we are going to first check the profit situation. So we're now at 53 of 60, so we're tied with Phoenicia. It would still be 220 faith to buy it. You know what? It's only one chop. I would much rather play it safe, so we're going to go ahead and chop this out right now. And we'll chop. There you go. So next turn, we'll finish the Holy Site Prayers, and we'll get our great profit. In the meantime, though, they fell for our trick yet again. So we are going to pull our archer back across the river. Oh, wait, actually, we're going to move this archer here, pull this one back there, and now we'll move our warrior here so the horseman will not be able to get to the archer no matter what. And then meantime, we're going to hit him with the double promoted first, then the single promoted. And then with our vampire, we're just going to fortify in position. And we finish bronze working. Let's take a look at the iron situation. We can obviously get rid of that now. Did they finish Machu Picchu? No. Okay, so we're actually not going to go for this city right now. We're going to let them finish Machu Picchu, and then we'll take the city. But we got military tradition, which is what we wanted. We'll be boosting drama and poetry soon, so let's go ahead and start on games and recreation for now. And then in the meantime, now that we did get bronze working, let's go ahead and head towards construction. I'll finish that off because I'm not going to build that quarry. I'm just going to harvest that stone eventually, like whenever we do get to that tile. Meanwhile, I would like to get that builder though, so let's go ahead and, or that warrior rather. Let's go ahead and grab cash from Christina. And I think that's all we needed. Yeah, so we're going to buy the warrior. Let's look at our relationship with her while I'm at it. respects empires with a lot of land. So she thinks that we don't have a lot of land, which we don't, because we only have 2 cities. But that is going to change very quickly here. We're about to settle this. However, this is going to really piss her off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a hill? Yeah, so you know what? I'm going to try to not piss her off, and I'm going to settle this city right here first, and we'll settle that one afterwards. Meanwhile, next turn, we'll get our great profit. So let's see how this all happens here. Alright, so they sent our vampire home. No problem at all. It actually works out in our favor because now we got our great religion too. Let's do that right now. So there you go. Mission accomplished. But anyways, so them killing our vampire actually works out in our favor because now we can actually get him, we can absorb the life points from the horseman there. So we are going to move this guy into the protection of the city, and we'll hit the archer, or hit the warrior rather. Now we'll move here with this archer, and then we'll move our vampire there, so now he's adjacent. And because I want to get this unit promoted, oh no, never mind, we can hit that warrior. So I'll kill him with the double promoted one here. Nice, we actually got hit his promotion as well. And now we will go ahead and hit that warrior with that one. And meanwhile, move our warrior closer here, so we should be able to take that builder back in the next few turns there. Masonry's finished, so we are ready for the pyramids whenever we get around to it. We got 4 turns left on that now. Now we can spend our faith on other things, so let's... Oh, we need to move the profit out, so we'll do that. And we're going to go ahead and purchase another builder here. Sonder says, do you also have in Canada the 24-hour time format? I mean the time in the upper right corner. Oh, Ooh, what the fuck? I don't know why that popped up. Sorry. No, I just like military time. Like ever since I was younger, I was really into history and the military and all that kind of stuff. And I learned the military time when I was like frickin', I don't know, probably like 7 or 8 or something like that. And so I've had it memorized since then. I don't have it on my watch, obviously, because this watch is a regular watch, and then my Fitbit I don't have it on, but on my computer I do have it set to military time. Alright, so yeah, we got our build. We purchased the builder or the warrior here, so now we're gonna try and grab that builder from them. Meanwhile, let's hit next turn and see how the cookie crumbles. Alright, so they came back with that horseman. So what we want to do is actually step back to this tile with our archer, because now our vampire can zoom to this tile here, which means that when we move forward with our archer, now we can hit the horseman here and hit him again here. And now we're going to kill their warrior with our warrior. Oh, never mind, the vampire can't move. I was hoping to kill the horseman with the vampire, but whatever. Anyways, we don't need Great Revelation anymore because we have our Great Prophet. So let's actually go ahead. We only have 8 horses. I'm going to start stockpiling our horses now and not trade them off, because I'm going to build a horseman, because our vampire's combat strength is based on the highest unit that combat strength of the highest unit that we've created so far. So I'm going to build one in the capital, but I'll use the maneuver policy card to do it. Meanwhile, hold on, we need to get the wheel to get the chariots that I want. I'm just looking if there's any tiles to build mines on. the amber down here. There's silver there, but that's a ways down. Oh, we can get it on the copper. Perfect. Ooh. Oh, that's such a shame to get rid of that tile. Yeah, we're not going to get rid of that tile. Oh, but then we have to get rid of the copper and I can't get the boost. You know what? I will get rid of that. No. What would this be? This would be +1, +2, +3. Or a +5. Ugh. Okay, we're back. I had to get my beer out of the freezer too. So I thought more about it, and we are going to settle on this tile here. The reason being, and I'll explain my thought process here for those of you watching. Excuse me. So, yes, okay, it's a +5 tile immediately. Okay, that's good. Don't get me wrong. That's awesome. Okay. However, if we settle here, okay, this is only ever going to be a +5 tile. It will never improve because it's only going to have the one district adjacent to it because of the city. Okay, so if we settle this tile here, we get to build the mine here, which is going to shave, if we look here, it's going to shave off 2 turns of science. And remember, we're trying to win science as fast as we can, right? So we're going to shave 2 turns of science off of the wheel, which we want to get for our heavy chariots anyways, and also for the water mill, which is going to shave more turns off of our construction technology there, because we're going to get the Eureka for construction by building that. And then as an added bonus, so it's going to start off here as a +3 anyway, right? So it's only 2 difference. However, then when we build a district here, because I'm not going to override this tile because of the volcano. So when we build a district here, we'll end up getting between our city here and the district there, it will be a +4 adjacency tile anyway. So we're really only talking about a 1 adjacency difference. And that's a loss I'm comfortable with taking in order to shave 2 turns off of science off of our game, especially when it's going to lead to shaving more turns off by getting the Eureka for construction and all that kind of stuff too, right? So we are going to settle there. All right, so I'm not sure how experienced at all you are. I'm going to put a link in the top right hand corner of the video right now where you can go to. I recently made a DD survival guide to show you not only how to survive in the early game by using diplomacy in order to avoid early wars in most situations, but then also teaching you how to actually fend off and defend against an early AI attack and survive so that it doesn't cripple you and they don't just run all over you. So if that would help you out, top right hand corner. Other than that though, I am putting a cut in the video here, so I do want to thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and leave a like on the video. It really does help a small channel like me grow, and clearly I'm special. I need all the help I can get. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough, so I'm gonna shut up now, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.